Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Bearly Unboxed. Today we are looking at Rainbow Brite toys, both some new ones and some retro ones. So I recently picked up all of these except for this little red guy right here, and I'll tell you about him in a second. So I'm going to start off with this Tickled pink doll. So I found this thrifting recently. You may have seen my post about going thrifting because I wasn't feeling that well. I had some dental surgery recently and it's just been taking a while to heal. And so I haven't been able to do as many videos as I want to do. But it's getting better. So here we are. And I found this at Value Village, which is like a local thrift shop around here. They're also known as Savers, depending on where you live. And I was so excited to find this. I thought this was like an original, but it's actually a reproduction, like a retro reproduction from like 2017. So it's really, really cool. It has the yarn hair like the original dolls did, and I think some of the newer made ones that you can get also have the yarn hair. I did clean her up, so I just used some mild dish soap and lots of water and just wiped down all the cloth parts, and I washed her dress and in the sink because it does come off. It has Velcro in the back. Her hair is in really great condition. I did have to tug at some of these strands to pull them back through, and some of them I just gently nudged in place because there's these like cloth, like yarn hair bands wrapped around there, and I just pushed it back in and left it that way. So you can't really take her hair down or anything, it's just a set way. But I love this. I think it's awesome that I have this, especially since, and I'll tell you about him now, I have one of the original Sprites from the 80s. Let's see, it has a date on it. 1983. So I would have been 5 years old. Is that right? Oh my God. So I would have been about 5 years old when these first came out. And you can see that the size for these two is like pretty perfect. I love it. This is, so I said this is Tickled Pink. She's like a newer character. She wasn't around in the first iteration, but she came a little later, I think. This is Romeo, the Sprite. This is one of my favorite toys I've had forever. I did have to repaint some of the red on his nose because it rubbed off and it's not quite the same red. So I might redo that eventually. But I really loved these older toys from the 80s. They almost always had like these plastic vinyl faces that were a little squishy. And then they were cloth. And he's in such good condition. So I'm very happy. I believe we also had a green one when I was a kid. I think maybe my brother had the green one at some point. And I wish I still had that one. And then also Taco Bell had these little guys like as a promotion one year. I think it was around Christmas time. You could get a little one of these and it would squeak when you shook it, and then you could hang them. And I had a bunch of those, but alas, I don't have them anymore. But I just wanted to show these off real quick because I've always been a huge fan of these little Sprite guys. And I'm so glad that he now has a buddy because they can sit next together in my collection. I recently found all of these Rainbow Brite toys. This is an updated Sprite. And they look a little more like they did in like the cartoon and the different imagery. They usually had a belt, and they usually had stripes on their arms like that. And I'll bring him back in real quick so you can kind of see the comparison of the two. So I gotta say, I'm very partial to this version because I just love the face and the size of it. And this is more of like a mini, more chibi version of it. These are made by TLS Toys. Here's the barcode. TLS stands for the Loyal Subjects. And these are part of their CheeBee line. And you can see it again here. And this is the 40 years of Rainbow Brite. Now, they also had these other 4. And there's a Tickled Pink one, a Stormy, and a Rainbow Brite. And I found these actually at Fred Meyer, of all places. Fred Meyer's been getting in a lot of newer toys lately that I've been looking for. And I'm excited about that, but also their prices aren't always the best, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So, very excited to have this guy in my collection. I am going to leave the tag on him for the time being until I figure out where I want to put him. I'll probably just put him with this guy. So this guy's name is Twink, and it does say right here, because each Rainbow Brite character had their own little sprite friend, and they all had different names. We'll just sit him there. And speaking of, I found this coloring book, and it shows all the characters. It's awesome. I found this at Dollar Tree. So it's only $1.25. It's filled with amazing artwork of all the characters. It has little introductory pages for each character that are like a color by number. And it just has... I love coloring books, and it has so much to do. It even has like games, and it has all the different sprites with their names. I love it. It's awesome. There's Indigo. I love Indigo. She's probably one of my favorite characters. And here's Romeo, my little plush. So it's really cool. I am so glad I found this. I forgot about a lot of the characters' names, even. Like, there's 2 boy characters. There's Red Butler, and he is Romeo's, like, buddy, or Romeo, I should say, is his little buddy. And then there's also another boy character. Let me see if I can find him. I do not see Buddy Blue in here. I've been looking. There's a picture of him, though. And there he is right there. And, of course, he's on the front, so... Love it. I can't wait to do some relaxing coloring in this coloring book. Alright, so... 2 of the main events for this video. I also found these little chibi figures at Fred Meyer. And here is the barcode. You get 2 micro figures inside this. And then we also have, I picked this up at Walmart, the Rainbow Brite mini doll with 4 surprises. Here's the surprises. And then it shows the other characters that you can get. There's Tickled Pink, Stormy, Indigo, that's Lala Orange, and Patty O Green. And so they all come in this style box. I have not seen any of these other ones in person. I've only seen this one. I almost picked this up months ago, and then I didn't. I picked up the Strawberry Shortcake one instead. And it's the same company. These are also made by TLS Toys, as well as these. They're doing like a whole retro Rainbow Brite and Strawberry Shortcake toy line, and I love it. I will say some of the quality for these, like the clothes, are not the best, but you know, it is what it is. Also, her hair looks completely different than it does there. But it's still very cute. So let's open up these CheeBees first. I'm very excited about these. I will put a link to my strawberry shortcake video if you want to see the unboxing of the strawberry shortcake one like that. That was a fun video. I enjoyed that a lot. Alright, so you just open that up, and there's 2 little figure packs, and there is a checklist. And it has the whole gang. I think that's the same artwork from the coloring book. Let's look at it. Yes, it is. For the most part, I think. I think it's exactly the same. That's pretty funny. That just must be like official artwork. So there's a lot of these you can get. And it has all their names. It has the whole gang. And there's some rare ones. It has all the... not all the sprites. It has 5 of them. Alright, and then there's even some more. And this one is an ultra rare, and so is Lurky and Murky. These were the villains, Lurky and Murky. And Puppy Brite. I love it. These are awesome. So let's see who we got. Alright. Let me get my scissors. I hope we got a Sprite. I would love to get a Sprite. Alright, so we got Shy Violet. Wow, the detail on these is amazing. Look at the detail on that. Wow. I wasn't sure if I was going to like these, but that is impressive. Alright, now let's see who we got in here. It feels really interesting. Oh, we got one of the horses. So we got this pink horse. And I can't remember what it said that one's name was. Oh, and that one's a rare one. That is Sunriser. And I believe that is... I don't know if that's... I don't know whose horse that is. I think it might be Tickled Pink's horse, if I remember right. So these are amazing. And you can just look at the detail on both of these again. And I love that these kind of go together for the colors. Okay, so I'm definitely going to get more of these for future videos, especially when I do like my blind bag toy videos, surprise toy videos. Ugh, I love doing those. All right, so let's put these here. Those are really well made. I'm honestly impressed. All right, so now we're going to take a look at this. So if you want to pick this up, this is the barcode. It's also part of the 40 years of Rainbow Brite. Rainbow Brite has been around for 40 years, and that's pretty much my whole lifetime for the most part. That's crazy to think about. All right, so I think the way you're supposed to do this is you can take the doll out. All right. Probably supposed to do that last, but there, we took the doll out, and then you punch all of these out to get all the items. So let me get her out of here. All right, so we got her out. She was really easy to get out. There was only a couple of things holding her in. Her hair is really soft. I thought this was going to be probably polypropylene, and it might actually be. But it is really soft for whatever it is. But she has such an adorable face. She has her little purple star on her cheek. And I will say the outfit, the sleeves are a little long. They kind of hide her hands a bit. Looks a little frumpy. That might be able to be fixed though. Let's see. We tighten that Velcro a bit. That helped a little bit. So there we go. It's a little better. You can see her hands a little better. But these dolls, just like the strawberry shortcake one, they have a lot of articulation. So they have their head on a ball joint. They have the shoulder joints. They have like a twist. They have an elbow joint somewhere in here. It's hard to bend it with this on. They have a hand joint that spins and goes up and down. It's also a ball joint. It has a lot of ball joints. She has the legs that can do splits like crazy. She has knee articulation. I don't know about foot articulation, but I think, yeah, she does have foot articulation because you can spin the foot. See, the leg isn't moving. That is really cool. And then she has this, what these call like an embroidered patch of a rainbow right there, which is a nice touch. But I will say I'm not a big fan of this fabric, although it's very similar to the older dolls. So at least, you know, they're keeping that in line. And then she has a bow in her hair. She's really cute though, I will say. I will admit. I think she's adorable. And she can stand on her own. These are more, honestly, like an action figure with hair, which I appreciate. I really like when there's a lot of articulation in a doll. So she also came with stickers that were included right next to her on the inside. And it's kind of cool. There's different sprites and then Rainbow Brite, a star. So these are adorable. I got stickers also with the strawberry shortcake one. A lot of toys have been coming with stickers, and I've said it a million times, I really need to get a sticker book to put all my stickers in. Alright, so let's see what these surprises are. I'm excited. So there are different surprises that you can get. Apparently there's 5 different things you can get, and one of them is like a rare one, I guess, like a question mark. And you get a combination of 4 of the 5. I'm assuming that's what they mean. I don't know if it says that anywhere on the package. Not that I can tell. Alright, so let's take a look. Now, you can take all the items out the top instead of ruining the box, but I don't plan on keeping the box, so let's go ahead and try to rip these open. Alright, what is the first one? Oh, we got a comb. Alright. I got a comb with the strawberry shortcake one too. And it was also red, because I think it was a red strawberry. So this is cute. It's like a little shooting star, or like a star and a rainbow. And the teeth on that are very thin, but it does work. You can brush her hair or comb her hair with it. Alright, number 2. I will say this is without this inside. In fact, let me put that back in and see if that helps. It gives it more stability. So I think you're supposed to open the surprises first. And then take the doll out. Alright, let's try that. That's kind of a little better, but not really. These do not want to perforate. Alright. Ooh, what is this? Multiple things. Alright. There was 2 things in that. Another pair of shoes, it looks like. Pair of sandal type shoes with little stars painted on them. And there's some little detail on the side of little stars. And it's really cute. And I think these are leg warmers. Like socks. But I think more like, yeah. These are like little leg warmers. Those are really cute. All right, we'll try those on after we get everything out of here. So that's cool that you get like multiple items that you can dress her with. All right. Oops. Awesome. Okay, so we got a little purse, a little bag, and it looks like Twink. Doesn't have little stars on the head, but it's still very cute. It's even painted on the other side. Very cute. Let's give her that. That's really cute. So she sort of gets her little buddy. I was hoping we were going to get Twink from the little minifigures and I could give it to her as her like little buddy. They do make a whole line of the figurines though, and those have a little Twink, like non-chibi figurines. They're really cute. Oh wow, we got probably the coolest item ever. It's a lunchbox with Red Butler, Rainbow Brite, Twink, and I think that is Sparky, the yellow Sprite. And does this open? It does. That is really cool. It's like a little lunchbox that she can carry around with her. And she does have a gripping hand. So she can hold the lunchbox and the purse. That's awesome. Now let's try on these other shoes. And also that will give us a chance to look at her feet. Ultimately, I'll probably display her with her original boots on because that's like her thing. Like that's what she looks like in all the artwork of her. But she does have pretty big feet. So she could probably even stand barefoot. Yeah, very cute. All right, let's try these leg warmers. All right, so we got those on. It took a little effort because you had to get the strap over the ankle. But that's what that looks like with the leg warmers and her dress. Very cute. I do like the other ones a lot better though. Those look a little weird to me. But she can also stand with those. So that's awesome. I love it. Very cool. And I will point out that it does say 29 points of articulation. That's a lot. That's a lot of articulation for such a tiny little doll. And I know the Strawberry Shortcake one also said, I think, the same thing, and it's kind of hard to believe, but they do have a lot of articulation. In fact, I'm going to take these shoes off, because I definitely like the other ones better. And you could totally use these leg warmers on other dolls. I think they would probably work on Barbie dolls, or Monster High, or Rainbow High, and then for Rainbow High it would be perfect because they're rainbow, but they're not very big, so yeah. So I was just going to take off her outfit because she does have printed on undergarments, and that way we can kind of look at her articulation. She has like printed on like a lavender colored underwear set. It's very cute. And you can see all the articulation. So she has like the shoulder and the upper arm, and then she also has the elbow. It doesn't bend very much, though, I will say. It only bends that much. So even though she has a lot of articulation, the articulation isn't all that bendy, but she does have double jointed knees, and she has this ball jointed ankle, which is really cool. And her waist turns as well. So quite a lot of articulation for such a tiny little doll, and I think she's absolutely adorable. I wish the outfit was a little better made. The sleeves, I think, are too long, because like in her artwork they do go all the way to her. The sleeves do go all the way to the wrists on her, but this, just the way they did it, is a little too long. Also, the fabric in the back on it is totally uneven. It's longer on this side than it is that side. Oh, and I didn't get her her little overall strap. Alright, so I got her outfit all back on. We're going to give her bags and, well, her bag and her lunchbox back. And I gave her old boots, and she is ready to go on display. I will say, I'm not a big fan of these little hair pieces that are coming down right here. I think if those were styled back, she looks more like her actual artwork to me. So you could even cut those along with the bangs to make them just part of the bangs. I don't know. I don't think I'll do that, but it's something that you could do, definitely. So there you have it. Rainbow Brite. I love these. I really hope they make all the characters of these in these little tiny dolls. I will say though, and I've said that a few times, she doesn't want to stand up quite as well as you might want her to in these boots. She looks a little weird the way she has to stand. Yeah, I think if they were going to come out with another version of her, I really hate saying this, but I feel like the sleeves should just be molded and painted onto her arms. Or a little tighter, maybe this type of fabric instead, so it's a little tighter around her arms, and maybe the ends have that. I'm so excited to add her to my retro toy collection. I have like a whole shelf of Care Bears, Strawberry Shortcake, and other random retro toys, some Smurfs, and it's not here in my office where I record. It's in my studio downstairs where I have even more toys because I have too many toys. So I'll have to take a picture of that and share it on Instagram someday once I get it all rearranged the way I want it. Because at the moment I need to figure out some shelf arrangement for it. So, all right, so Rainbow Brite, one of my favorite franchises. It's so awesome to see new toys coming out for these, and it's so much fun when you find retro toys at thrift shops too. I love it. It's so much fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, taking a look at some Rainbow Brite toys. I can't wait to color in my coloring book. I was going to color a page before the video, but I just did not have time because I just picked that up like a day or two ago. So hope you enjoyed this. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you'll get notified every time I put a video up. And I hope that you'll leave a comment down below as well, and like the video if you liked it, and share it even if you know someone who likes Rainbow Brite or retro toys. So thank you guys again so much. Thanks for watching. Take care out there. Love you guys. Bye.